On a yacht bound for Rio de Janeiro, a passenger named Whitney points out Ship Trap Island in a distance, a place that sailors dread and avoid. He and his friend Rainsford are big game hunters bound for a hunting trip in the Amazon River basin. As the yacht sails through the darkness, the two men discuss whether their prey actually feels fear. Whitney then decides to turn in for the night, but Rainsford opts to smoke his pipe on the afterdeck for a while. Suddenly, he hears 3 gunshots in the distance and moves toward the railings of the deck to investigate. Hoisting himself into the rail to try and get a better look, Rainsford drops his pipe, loses his balance in an attempt to catch it, and accidentally plunges into the water. His cries for help go unanswered, and the yacht quickly disappears into the night. Rainsford decides to swim in the gunshot's direction. He hears the screeching sound of an animal in agony and heads straight for it, until the cries end abruptly with a pistol shot. Exhausted, Rainsford reaches the rocky shore and immediately falls into a deep sleep. The next day, he follows the hunter's footprints in the growing darkness and eventually comes upon a palatial chateau at the edge of a precipice that drops steeply into the rocky ocean below. At first, Rainsford thinks the chateau is a mirage until he opens the iron gate and knocks on the door. Ivan, a burly man with a gun, answers and refuses to help Rainsford until another man, General Zaruf, appears from inside the chateau and invites Rainsford inside. As the two men eat borscht, a red Russian soup made of beets, Rainsford praises his host's specimens, remarking on how dangerous it can be to hunt Cape buffalo. Zaruf states that he now hunts far more dangerous game on his island. Zaruf hints, however, that he has found a new kind of animal to hunt, one with courage, cunning, and reason. Rainsford's initial confusion turns to horror as he slowly realizes that the general now hunts human beings. Rainsford declines Zaruf's invitation to join in the hunt that night and goes to bed. Rainsford demands to leave the island at once, but the general refuses and forces Rainsford to be his new prey in the next hunt, hoping that Rainsford, as a renowned big game hunter, will provide the challenge he seeks. Zaruf promises to set Rainsford free if he lives through the next 3 days. Rainsford sets off into the jungle after receiving food, clothes, and a knife from Ivan. Zaruf finds Rainsford easily but lets him escape to prolong the pleasure of the hunt. Unsettled that Zaruf found him so quickly, Rainsford runs to another part of the jungle and makes a booby trap called a Malayan man-catcher to kill Zaruf. The trap only wounds Zaruf, who returns to the chateau and promises to kill Rainsford the following night. At daybreak, Rainsford hears the baying of the hounds and spots Zaruf and Ivan with a small pack of hunting dogs in the distance. Instead of facing the dogs, Rainsford jumps into the rocky sea below. Stunned and disappointed, Zaruf returns to his chateau. As he turns on his bedroom light, he is shocked to find Rainsford concealed in the curtains of the bed. Before they fight, Zaruf states that the dogs will eat one of them that night, while the other will sleep in the comfortable bed. Rainsford later concludes that he has never slept in a more comfortable bed.